GTA Math, what's up? I'm just here to take care of this difficult chain rule problem. So this one gave me some issues, I won't lie, but I just feel it's a good problem to have on the website, well, on the YouTube channel, because I think the range of difficulty is pretty extreme and it's a lot of weird steps that take place. So let's just actually tackle this one real quick. The first thing I'm gonna do is identify that this can also be written as y equals cotangent sine of theta squared. And then I'm going to put these parentheses here. I like to rewrite stuff in a way that it makes sense to me, just because I don't like seeing this notation for it. So once we get here, we can actually do the first step of the chain rule, which is basically using the power rule, bringing that to the front, and then we take the derivative of this, and then we bring it out here. And I'm going to show you in a second. So I'm going to write y prime equals 2, and then I'm going to leave this other stuff the same but in a different color. We're going to have cotangent sine theta, and then the derivative of the inside that we brought out, I'm going to put it in this color. So it's going to be cosine theta. I don't like that. So let's actually use red, which is a good idea actually. So everything that we used that was related to the derivative in this step, we actually changed to the color red. So just in case you get lost, just say, okay, well, the power rule application that's a part of the chain rule, that's where we get the 2 from. And then the inside function, which was underlined, we took the derivative of that and we brought it out here, and we have it multiplying to this original function. So here's the step that I was getting confused on for a while, actually. What I forgot was that when you, not forgot, but what I learned is that when you take the derivative, in this sense, the power rule, well, the chain rule, this inside function has to also have the derivative taken from it and the outside function. So we actually have to take the derivative again. And this is where I was getting confused at. So I'm going to circle what's going to stay. This 2 is going to stay. This cosine is going to stay. And this cotangent sine of theta is going to stay. But we're going to take the derivative of it. If I could just get it in here. So I'm going to write over here, y prime is going to equal 2. And then the derivative of cotangent is negative cosecant squared. So negative cosecant squared. The inside function stays because it's not a product rule. This cosecant squared has an inside function of sine theta. And then we're going to also write the original function of it, which is confusing, but yep, cotangent sine of theta times cosine. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to underline everything that we took the derivative of. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. So we took the derivative of this, and then initially we took the derivative of this original function. All of this here. But we had to do it in steps. So we took the chain rule, and then we got here. And then after we took the chain rule, we took the derivative of the thing I'm underlining twice. And then once we took the derivative of this cotangent function, we end up with this. And then we keep the original function here. And then we have to bring the cosine of theta. So once we clean all of this up, our answer is going to look like this. This is our final answer. This problem is very tough because you're taking the derivative of something multiple times, and it's not very obvious either. So if you get stuck, try replaying this video. The explanation is to the best of my ability. It is difficult because there's some crazy steps in here where you have to take the derivative, remember what the original function is, and on top of that, derive the original function again, and then you multiply everything out. But this is one of those problems where I did it 4 times. So if it doesn't make sense to you, just walk through the problem, talk it to yourself out loud, and then eventually, hopefully, some of the dots start to connect. But otherwise, thanks for tuning in. I plan on uploading more content still consistently. So if you found this helpful, please keep joining the channel so we can learn, evolve, love, and grow together in an atmosphere where we can just share information. So yeah, keep tuning in.